Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for 10 minutes. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 10 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Algebra. The lessons we're going to cover today are write variable expressions, solve linear equations, solve system of linear equations, solve quadratic equations. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples. Can have a grade 10 math. Chapter we're on right now is algebra. Let's just start with the lesson that is write variable expressions. Write an expression for the option described below. Add Q and 3. Add Q plus 3, that is Q plus 3. Let's just start with the first question. Add 7 plus 3. That is C plus 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Written an expression for the operation described below. U divided by 8. So which is the correct option? That is option number 2 is the correct option. Seven divided by R, which is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 7 divided by R. P times 8. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is P times 8. Q and 3. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is Q plus 3. Q divided by 4, which is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve linear equations. Let's just start with the lesson. C divided by 3 equals to, you need to solve this equation for C. That is C equals 2 times 3. That is 6. So C equals 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Solve for Q. 2Q minus negative 6 equals 12 or equals 10. So subtracting a negative integer is same as adding. Now move 6 other side. So 2Q equals 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. Divide both sides by 2. So Q equals to option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve for dt plus 3 divided by 4 equals 3. That is d plus 3 over 4 equals 3. So you have to do cross multiplication. D plus 3 equals 3 times 4. D plus 3 equals 12. So D equals 12 minus 3 equals 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 9. Solve for C. C divided by 3 equals 2. That is C equals 2 times 3. 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for Z. Z over 3 plus 15 equals 11. That is Z over 3 equals 11 minus 15. Z over 3 equals negative 4. Z equals negative 12. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is negative 12. Solve for R. R divided by negative 3 plus negative 4 equals negative 6. So this R divided by negative 3 minus 4 equals negative 4. So R divided by negative 3, that is negative 6 plus 4. R divided by negative 3 is negative 2. So now multiply negative 3 other side, that is R equals 6. So the correct option is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. It is. H equals 9, so H equals 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is solve systems of linear equations. Solve the system of equations by graphing. You have to graph the equations and then type the solution. X plus 2y equals negative 6 and 2x plus 3y equals negative 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Y minus equals negative 2x and y equals 2. So let's just see how to we plot the. For the first equation, we're going to find the. I just forgot the name. X-intercept and y-intercept, right? X-intercept, for the x-intercept, we need to put y equals 0 in equation number 1. Negative 6 equals negative 2x, x equals 3. That means when y is 0, x is 3. Now we need to calculate the x-intercept, y-intercept to put x equals 0 in the same equation. That is y minus 6 equals 0, y equals 6. So we have x is 0, y is 6. The second equation, that's a line y equals 2, right? Now let's just x equals 0, y equals 3. And x equals 0, that is 3, 0. X is 3, y is 0. Here it is. And the second one is x is 0, y is 6. Hold on. Okay, so here is 3, 0, and here is x is 0, y is 6. Let's just make a line. Okay, now the second equation is y equals 2. So here is y equals 2. You can see the point here. 2 and 2, x is 2, y is 2. That is the solution of the equation 2, 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is the solution of the equation. So what you have to do for both the equations, calculate x-intercept and y-intercept and just plot the lines in the graph and find the point of intersection for both the equations. Let's just look at the equations. X plus y equals negative 1. So I'm going to start with the first equation. X plus y minus 1 equals 0, right? Let's just rewrite the equations. I want to see the equation in solution also. X plus y equals negative x plus y minus 1 equals 0. Let's just rewrite the equation. It would be x plus y equals 1. Hold on. Yes, the equation is x plus y equals 1. Now let's just find the x and y intercept. When x equals 0, y equals 1. That's 2y 0, 1. When y equals 0, x equals 1. So that is 1 and 0. That is for equation number 1. Now look at the equation number 2. Negative 6x plus 6y minus 18. Divide this equation by negative 6. then that would be x minus y equals 3. Now for this equation, calculate the x and y intercepts when x is 0, y is negative 3. So the point is 0, negative 3. And when y is 0, x equals 3. So the second is 3, 0. Now we have the x and y intercepts for both the equation listed in line, right? X is 0, y is 1. X is 1, y is 0. I'm going to draw a line using these 2 points, right? For the first equation. Okay, now for the second equation, the points are x is 0, y is negative 3. Y is 0, x is 3. So let's just join these two lines and make a so here is the point of intersection. That is 2 and negative 1, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. The point of intersection is 2 and negative 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. So that's how you have to plot the lines on the block. What you have to do, you have to find the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts for both the equations. Then make a line using those x and y-intercept, join, make the lines and find the point of intersection. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. Let me just move on to the next lesson, right? The next lesson is solve quadratic equations. Now z square, let's just start with this question where we can do more practice questions. 86j square plus 100j. 86j squared plus 100j equals 0. Let's just take j common, right? Let me fix this. Okay, we have j common. 86j plus 100 equals 0. So j is equal to 0. Now that is also equal to 0. So 86j equals negative 100. J equals negative 100 over 86. So just divide it by the common factor 2. So then j equals negative 53. So we have two solutions. J equals 0 and j equals negative 50 over 43. So option number 1 is the correct option. And that is 0 and 0 and negative 50 over 43. Option number 1 is the correct option. 27w square plus 90w equal plus 75 equals 0. So all the numbers are divisible by 3 again. So let's just divide them by 3 first. Mm, yes, they can be divided by 3. So 3 times 9 is 27, 3 times 30, and 3 times 25 equals 0. No, now they cannot be divided. Now I'm going to use the, I forgot the name of the formula, quadratic equation, quadratic formula. That is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is a, this is b, this is c. Now let's just do the calculations, right? Negative 30 plus minus b square. B square is 30 square minus 4, A is 9, C is 25 divided by 2, A is 9. Now let me just do the calculations. Okay, 25 times 9 times 4 is 900 and 30 square is also 900, so 0. So negative 30, this would be 0 whole, right? 25 times 9 times 4 is 900, 30 square is also 900, so this would be 0. So now that is negative 30 divided by 18. So 6 times 5 is 30 and 6 times 3 is 18. So the solution is negative 5 over 3. The correct option is negative 5 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, that was negative 5 by 3. So let's just move on to the next question. U square plus 10u minus 24. Okay, u square plus 10u minus 24. So we need to find two numbers that when multiplied makes negative 24 and when added make 10. That is 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24, right? 12 times 2 we can go for. Plus 12u minus 2u minus 24, right? So u common u plus 2, 12 minus 2 common u plus 12. So that is u minus 2 and u plus 12. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 2 and negative 12. K square plus 12k plus 36. Now we need to find two numbers that when multiplied makes 36 and when added makes 12. Mm, 6 times 6. K square plus 6k plus 6k plus 36. That is basically k plus 6 and k plus 6 equals 0. So we have k equals minus 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. So we were working on written math. Chapter we were working on is algebra. The lesson we have covered today are right variable expressions, solve linear equations, solve system of linear equations, and solve quadratic equations. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lesson you just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusion if you have any. So you can please ask questions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.